Okay. All right, guys. So everybody keeps asking me what actually happened yesterday, where I almost died, and if I was like exaggerating. You gotta excuse me. I'm in my Naughty by Nature laundry day shirt. So basically, this is what happened. We went to the Benagil Caves near I can't even remember the name of the place now. Anyway, but absolutely beautiful. I'd seen pictures of this place forever, and I honestly didn't know where Faro was, which is where I am right now in southern Portugal. So I came down here to the hostel, actually met up with somebody who I was at the previous hostel with, and we all set up this trip to go to this cave. So the next day comes, she wakes up, she's sick, so she can't go. So it's me, a girl from the Netherlands, and a guy from Belgium, cool guy. So we're planning to take the train there and then take an Uber to the caves, which would have been like €22 after we got there for the Uber. So we're on the train, and he says, hey, I know a couple Swedish guys with a car, and they're willing to pick us up from the city and go to the caves because they wanted to go as well. So fast forward, meet the Swedish guys, they pick us up, we go to the caves, absolutely cool guys. So one thing about this is that they have a tour. It's like a tour, so where you can book a boat tour where you can go see dolphins. A lot of people don't know there are dolphins here, a lot of dolphins down here in southern Portugal. You can go see dolphins, and you can also go to the caves. So you can go see the caves. I did a whole vlog about it. It's going to be on YouTube soon, so don't worry about it. So we decided, they were trying to charge us 35 to 45 euro for that tour. And we were like, well, we could just go and do it ourselves. So we decided to skip the tour, and we actually go to the place itself, the actual caves. And it ends up costing us 15 euro to actually go out onto the boat and go see the cave. Turns out that the famous cave it's like maybe 100-meter swim around a cove from the beach, like literally walk in the water and swim around. And hold on, let me reverse back. So one of the Swedish, they're brothers, really great guys. One of the guys is Olympian, literally like 4th place speed skating Olympian. The guy's in fantastic shape. His brother's in ridiculous shape, right? So these guys, the entire time, they're talking about doing some ridiculous, insane stuff there. That's totally against the rules. And I'm not really a rules guy, but this was like life-saving rules. Like, hey, don't climb on that ridge. She's like, oh, we can do it. So we get to the beach, and I've got my camera and I have my phone, but I don't have a waterproof bag. So we decided that we'll go in shifts around to the cove to swim around, because it looks like you could swim. It's 100 meters. It looks really easy. So me and the Belgian guys stay around, and the 2 Swedish guys and the Dutch girl, they go to the cove. So about 20 minutes later, they come back. And while we're sitting there, the water is looking like it's getting a little rough, because it's getting later and later in the day. It's getting a little choppy out there. So I'm like, hey, how was that? So these guys were like, oh, it was easy. It was really simple. I don't know why in my head, I'm like, if he could do it, I could do it. This guy's a fucking Olympian. But in my head, I'm like, oh, he can do it. It must be okay for me. So I get out there in that water. Let me tell y'all, I can swim, but I don't really think I've spent a lot of time in like oceans. I'm not a beach dude. Like, I'm not a surfer. Like for somebody who surfs, this is probably normal. So I'm not used to swimming with waves like pushing you back and forth the entire time, and fighting currents and stuff, and rocks right here you're about to slam into. I'm not used to those things. So and the water is freezing cold here. So it's going. So I swim around the cove, and it takes a minute for me to get there. I'm like, okay. I just got to get there. I got to get there. It wasn't necessarily like hard and cold. It was just like just trying to figure out the rhythm of how to swim with the waves moving. That was the biggest issue this entire time, was the waves. It's barely 100 meters. It's like 100, I would say 150 meters tops around. You're just going around a mountain face. So get to the cove, dead tired, like all good. Okay, amazing views, beautiful. You guys saw some of the pictures. But it was coming back that I got honestly, I swear to you guys, I'm not exaggerating. I thought I was going to fucking drown. I really thought I was going to die. Because I'm coming back, and mind you, we were at the cove for just taking pictures of stuff in maybe 20 minutes. And by the time we were coming back, the waters were even rougher. And there were more boats. Oh, mind you, I didn't tell you the whole time there were boats coming in, like tours coming in. So they're throwing water and waves and extra stuff at us. So we're standing there, and I'm like, yo, man, let's wait for these boats to get out of here, and then we can go. Because I think it's only like, I would say it's like maybe a 10-minute swim around this thing. And we go, and the entire time I'm swimming, I'm getting pushed closer and closer to the rocks. And it's like in a movie. You've all seen like rocks, like waves crashing against the rocks before. You've seen that everywhere. That's what literally is like right next to my head, like close as that, like it's rocks right there, and there's waves trying to push me to that the entire time. So I'm swimming and I'm fighting, and again, I am a really good swimmer. So I'm swimming and I'm fighting and I'm trying to get out, and I finally make it around the cove, the main face, and I'm swimming in, and I look up, and I see like a jagged rock out of the water that I'm swimming almost directly towards. And if I go to the right more, I'm going to be pinned in between that rock and the cliff face. So I had to go to the left more. So as soon as I turn, like to go left, a big wave just all in my face, and it's salt water. So again, my nose, burning my eyes and my throat. It was just terrible. So at that point, honestly, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make it. I was like, I can see the beach, but I don't know. At this point, it's got to be maybe fucking 20 meters to the beach. In hindsight, I think I could have actually stood up at that point. Like, because I swam for maybe another 30 seconds as hard as I could to get as close as I could to maybe, hopefully somebody sees me out here struggling. And I finally realized I could touch the bottom, and I stood up and got out of the water. But I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever been like more afraid in my life than that moment, because there was nothing you could do. Like in a fight, you could do something about it, but like in water, in choppy waterway, and I have so much respect for people who are like triathletes who do that regularly. Because like I'm a pool guy, I don't like the beach. I don't like the ocean. This is actually going to make that even worse, to be honest. But honestly, the caves were absolutely stunning. But this is, the reason I'm telling the story is, a lot of times we do really stupid things not out of peer pressure only, but also arrogance, because you just think you can make that swim, and you can't, and that puts you in a position where you can get hurt and seriously get you can die because of just a stupid split-second decision like that. It could have been over with. So guys, be safe out there. If you guys do decide to come to these caves, I'm going to write a guide to how to do it. It's really, really easy, but I highly recommend you get yourself a life jacket, which I should have had, but I did not. So that's the story about how I almost died yesterday. So, all right, later.